Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan and we are back for another one of Stout Gaming's Make It a Double Battles. So this week we are looking again at a Groudon team, which I know I'm repeating Groudon pretty quickly from the last time we played Groudon, but I'm feeling okay with it because this Groudon team is very different from the last one I played in that it is not a Groudon Charizard team. There's no Charizard on this team, with Venusaur being the Sun Sweeper instead, and it also has a Lunala that I've been very, very interested to play with. So I'm pretty okay with this, as it feels very different from previous Groudon teams. It is Sword Stance, Protect, Precipice Blades, Rock Slide Groudon. I really liked White Herb Groudon when we were playing with it, so we'll see if this Citrus Berry one feels as decent. But we also have Incin with a Chucker Berry, and then this Venusaur is really what drew me to the team because it's Chlorophyll, Cobra Berry, Sleep Powder. Based on the results of the Salt Lake City Regional, I think fast Sleep Powder Venusaur is going to be able to make Resurgence because it looked really good into a lot of the top teams there. And that's sort of what drew me to this team. Then we also have Power Herb Meteor Beam Lunala, a offensive Thundurus with Assault Vest, and then a Porygon 2 with Ice Beam as the attacking move, Trick Room, Eerie Impulse, and Recover. So overall, a pretty interested team that I am looking forward to playing, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the battles. One thing I didn't mention in the preview is that I also played a lot of additional matches recently, and I am now in the top 1,000 in Master Belt here, so every battle should actually be a good one against decent teams. So looking at this team, we've got a Kyogre Zacian team, which makes a lot of sense. I don't know exactly what the Latios is going to go for, but the other three, the Incin, Alecki, and Whimsicott, are typical support options with it. I do think Venusaur looks very good here, but the Latios actually gives me a little bit of pause. It's the only thing on this team that's really threatening it. So I want to bring something that deals with the Latios pretty effectively, which looks like Lunala. Looks really good, actually. Lunala actually looks pretty great. So if we lead Lunala, Incin, for example, and finish up with Groudon Venusaur, and then plan on a late game Venusaur max initially, I think that's going to be pretty good. One thing I like about Lunala is that it can tank any attack at full HP, and Zacian doesn't really... I mean, it does threaten it, but, like, not the same amount it threatens a lot of other things. But let's go ahead and dive into it. We've got the Zacian and the Whimsicott, which checks out. So I'll go with Lunala Incin here. Intimidate's going to look pretty nice. So I have to choose who to fake out here, because fake out makes a lot of sense. I might fake out the Zacian and set Trick Room for this early game. I actually like the look of that, because if fake out the Zacian, Trick Room goes up, I assume he Tailwinds with the Whimsicott. Lunala's going to be slower than the other things on the field right now. Groudon late game is going to be good. Yeah, I like that. So let's Trick Room, and we'll fake out the Zacian, minimize some damage there. So he's going to withdraw Kyogre. Okay, so this might be a bit of an issue, but I will get a Parting Shot onto it, and then a Parting Shot into Groudon, so actually that's not too bad for me. Especially if he goes for Tailwind right here. He's going for his own Trick Room, and I'm going to unset the Trick Room. I don't know who wins that, but I'm just going to Meteor Beam the Kyogre slot, get up to +1, and let's set the weather for myself. I can't exactly Parting Shot my way out of that situation. So Moonblast makes a lot of sense. It'll break my whatever the ability thing is called. Water Spout comes on out, but I have set the sun, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so his Trick Room must have been a Counter Mine, because that's a fast Kyogre. And here I'll get a Meteor Beam off. So I think we like that. Meteor Beam should do a decent chunk here. Yeah, it's enough that Kyogre can't really threaten with Water Spout anymore. Moongeist Beam into this Whimsicott makes sense. Another Trick Room makes sense here. I think I want to Moongeist Beam the Whimsicott slot. And let's see, what does he have in the back? What do we think he has in the back? I don't think I want to just go for Trick Room here. Let's Moongeist Beam and Precipice Blades. And if he sets his own Trick Room, or if he sets Tailwind, I might go for Trick Room next turn. Like switch in Incin. Origin Pulse is going to do nothing. Like, okay, it'll do a little bit to this Groudon, but like, not nearly as much as it should. So he is going to be setting his own Trick Room here. Interesting. He won't be setting his own Trick Room because everything's going to die, but he is attempting to set his own Trick Room here. But we'll take the double KO there. Zacian's not going to be able to max. He's not going to have a Lecky in the back. Like, that much I'm pretty confident in. Latios is not who I expected in the back, based on the way he was playing that. Groudon's threatening the Zacian, but Zacian is threatening the Groudon. I think my play here is to protect the Lunala. Switch in the Incin, get the Intimidate, and maybe go for a Max Lunala next turn. Max Venusaur still looks decent late game, but Lunala actually cleans up pretty well here. If Incin goes down, that's fine. He's going to max the Latios here. But I think Protect Lunala and then Max Lunala next turn is fine. Unless he goes for like a Max Phantasm into Lunala this turn. Okay, that's fine. Wormwood's gonna come into the... Oh, they doubled up into the Lunala slot. Okay, that's okay. I do think Max Lunala looks good here. If this thing has Shadow Ball, it's a little bit risky. But I want to launch a Phantasm into the Latios and fake out the Zacian. Fake out into the Zacian is the easiest thing in the world to read. But this Incin looks really well positioned here for late game. Yeah. Protect, very easy. And a Max Guard. Okay, interesting. I think the play here now is to Max Guard with the Lunala, waste the last turn of the Latios' Dynamax, and get a Parting Shot onto Latios, and then we'll switch in and get the Zacian even lower. Because this isn't going to kill me at neutral, and if he doubles up into the Incin, good for him. He does double into the Incin. Okay. Interesting. So Sun is gone. I think here we... Okay, let's think this through. If Venusaur comes out, and then I switch out Lunala into Groudon, I'll get a sleep onto the Latios. Groudon probably goes... Something goes down. And then Lunala late game looks pretty good. Otherwise, I can just get the Groudon out now. Nah, I think we gotta go with the Venusaur. As much as I don't want to do it, I gotta switch the Lunala into the Groudon. And Sleep Powder. Let's Sleep Powder this Latios. And hope it isn't Goggles Latios. So this is Goggles Latios. I'm in for a tricky late game. Okay, we're sleep powdering the Zacian. That's fine. And it misses. Excellent. Okay, here we are in a little bit of trouble because of that miss. We gotta click Precipice Blades, I think, and Earth Power here to make sure that that is gone. No. Okay, that miss is really, really bad for us. I think what we do is protect the Groudon. Sleep Powder the Latios again. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Protect the Groudon. Sleep Powder the Latios. It is Goggles Latios, that is even worse. Okay, I think we lose off of those last two turns. Unless he lets the Groudon live here. No, he doubled up. Okay. Earth Power and Precipice Blades could have won us the game, but it's hard to make that read. But here... Okay, what's our out here? The out is... get a double protect and get up Trick Room, I think. So let's go for the double protect and see if we can set Trick Room. Because if we get the double protect, Trick Room goes up. Precipice Blades can break the sub. Lunala can kill something. Yeah, let's do that. I get the double. And he doesn't even attack into the Groudon. If this Latios also attacks into this Lunala, I'd say he's stream sniping, but I'm not streaming. Okay, that goes into the Groudon at least. Trick Room goes up. Okay. Now that Trick Room is up, do I have an out here? I think I need Precipice Blades to hit and break that. I need this Moongeist Beam to kill this Latios. Zacian can only kill one, and then I hope that whatever is left is able to kill the Zacian at that HP range. So that's my out. Doesn't affect Latios. It needs to hit here. Okay, I'll break the sub. I need this Lunala to pick up this KO. Okay, great. Then we'll see what Zacian decides to attack here. And then I'll need the other thing to be able to pick up the KO on the Zacian. Okay, I don't know if Lunala can pick up this KO, but we're going to give it a shot. At neutral. I might be able to pick up this KO. I actually have no idea about these calcs, but let's give it a shot. This is my best shot. Yep. He can protect, that's fine. Sun is gone. This was the out I could play for, and I don't actually know if it's a real out or not. After missing that sleep powder. With Venusaur basically doing nothing, we're seeing if Lunala can hard carry here. Lunala cannot hard carry here. Could have gone for play rough and missed and pull a full Joe UX9. It's probably too soon. But, yeah, solid game one. A little bit of bad luck on my part, but I don't think I played that super cleanly either. But we'll be right on back and try to clean it up a bit for game two. Yeah. Okay, so for this game, we are up against another Zacian Groudon team this time with... Okay, this is sort of what the Venusaur looks designed for, is these Groudon Charizard teams. Because the Charizards are not running Berry or Goggles very often, so I can just put them to sleep if I hit with the Sleep Powder, of course. And if I do that... Honestly, he doesn't really have a great answer for a Venusaur Groudon lead unless he leads with his Incin. Maybe a Venusaur Incin lead makes a bit more sense. I can fake out his Incin and sleep something. Or even threaten to max if the Charizard. I'll sleep the Charizard, threaten to max if something else is out. But I don't want a Thundurus to go off, so... Let's go with Venusaur Lunala. Let's split the difference. Get Groudon. My own Thundurus doesn't look bad, but I want to run with Incin again. Let's go with the same group. I know this team's got a pretty substantial Trick Room mode, I just don't know when the best time to use it is. It could be this, but I feel like this is really good for Venusaur. Last game I forgot to mention, besides that miss, my opponent called all my protects really well with double ups, so that was good on him. So we do have that Zacian Thundurus lead. I think I just want to sleep the Thundurus. I could also just set Trick Room, but I don't think that's the play. So I think I want to click Sleep Powder into this Thundurus and switch the Lunala for a Groudon. Because if he maxes this Thundurus, he's going to have a really bad day. Okay, so Groudon's going to switch on in. And he is going to max the Thundurus. Great. If we get this sleep off, this is huge for us. And then we're preserving Lunala's full HP for late game. Great. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. Yeah, you can Behemoth Blade something here, Zacian. It doesn't matter. Venusaur has done its job, and you're going into the Groudon. Was that a crit? That feels like a crit. Okay. I guess that's a trade-off. I could sleep. Sleeping the Zacian and Precipice Blade seems pretty good here, I think. Because then the Zacian is dead to Earth Power, and if this thing wakes up, that's fine. Okay, so if he wakes up after one turn, he's done a pretty good job of that. I think we still... No, he's not going to keep that thing in. So let's switch the Venusaur out into Lunala here. And... I think he's going to switch... So if he's going to switch out, let's say he switches out, what is he going to switch into? It might be into Charizard, so let's launch a Rock Slide. It's probably not Charizard, but this will at least give me some chip damage on something, because I don't think he keeps the Zacian in here. Oh, that was bold. You get paid off for that. Yeah, he'll get the Groudon here after that early crit. Okay. That doesn't feel great. Yeah, suddenly not feeling great here. Man, I didn't think that Zacian had a shot of staying in that turn. See, he won't have a flying type move available here. What is the play? Is it Trick Room? What's he got in the back? I don't think it's... What does he have in the back? Groudon, almost certainly. Probably Incin. So probably not Trick Room. I actually think it's Meteor Beam into this Thundurus slot. And then... At +1 speed, I don't know if we outspeed the Zacian, but we're going to try and Sleep Powder it anyway. No, okay. We should live that, right? No shot. Okay, got it. Foul play. Okay, that's bad. That's cool. That's bad. Man. Trick Room would have been nice, I guess. I don't know what I'm maxing now. That thing's gonna die. I could max this Incin. Be at -1. Okay, so here's the play. Okay, so step 1. He's got to target something into this Lunala this turn, right? So we protect it. And while the sun is up, we launch a Flare Blitz at his Zacian. Because I don't think he'll fake out the Incin. I mean, he could, and then Behemoth Blade Lunala, but that's fine. We can reassess from there. But if he attacks with the Incin into the Lunala, okay, so let's see. Step 1. Okay, he does fake out the Incin. Does he attack into the Incin? No, he attacks into the Lunala. Okay. Step 2 of this plan feels considerably worse. I think we go for the double protect. I think we have to try and set Trick Room. No. Okay, here we go. We go for the double protect. We max flare the Zacian. Man, I can't believe he stayed in with it that one turn. I guess it worked out for him pretty well, but... Ooh. Okay, failed the double protect. That's great. So Lunala dies this turn no matter what. Yep. Maxing Lunala wouldn't have made sense. Zinzin is faster. So a fake out into Zacian. No, his Incin's faster. Fake out into Zacian wouldn't have done it because he would have faked me out first. Yeah, I don't really think I had an out this late game. So he's setting the sun for me. I'm at -2. Doesn't feel great. Let's call a protector switch there, and let's flare the Groudon. Yep. I move to -3. Basically, I'm playing for a couple running crits at some point. Crit, 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 crit. No. Okay, he could still miss. Great. Step 1. Crit, 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 crit. Nah, baby steps. Okay, so I definitely lose this game. Let's see, what could I have done better? I think I let the Venusaur do its thing without actually putting on enough offensive pressure. And I think that's an adjustment I can make. So, good games to my opponent. And let's see if we can pick up a win this episode in Game 3. Not the best start, but the team actually feels pretty decent. Alright, so the last game of this episode we were against Kyogre, Yveltal, Comfey, Glastrier, Raichu, Incin. Lunala doesn't feel great into Yveltal for obvious reasons, but Thundurus... If I can find a way to deal with that Raichu, Thundurus feels really good. Late game Thundurus max could be good here. But I think a Venusaur lead with... I think Venusaur Lunala lets us deny the most potential things from the opponent with Groudon Thundurus in the bag. Lastria is really interesting. Say what you will about Sword and Shield, but the music slaps. Okay, Raichu Yveltal. I almost guarantee this is weakness policy Yveltal. So let's Sleep Powder the Yveltal, get in Groudon, stop major damage from coming out this turn. He could Fake Out and Oblivion Wing, which would be suboptimal here. But I'm Cobra Berry, so that just gives us another turn where it's the same thing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we live with those. This Raichu dying would be ideal. But I also know that's going to be a weakness policy. Yveltal, so I don't want to Earth Power into the Raichu, and I really don't want to hit Rock Slide here, but Precipice Blades feels bad. Yeah, that's Earth Power and Precipice Blades, I guess. This doesn't feel great. But we're setting up for the Thundurus late game, so it makes sense. Yeah, we deal with that. As long as I connect on this Precipice Blades. Great. That'll kill even at -2. I can get Groudon pivoted around. For obvious reasons, I don't want to just switch into this Kyogre's attack here. So, let's just Leaf Storm it. And get the Lunala in, let the Lunala... Basically, we're going to sack the Lunala to set up the Thundurus late game here, because Thundurus late game now looks amazing that Raichu's gone. This is also sacking the Venusaur, probably, because a Wake Up from the Yveltal will almost assuredly kill the Venusaur with what I imagine is going to be a full power Water Spout here. Oh, he's gonna go for Max Kyogre. No, he's maxing the Sleeping Yveltal. That's a bold choice. It could really pay off if Yveltal wakes up. Ice Beam makes sense as a kill. Not quite. Beam is paralyzed. I feel like he's going to... I think we set Trick Room. I feel like an Airstream comes out and then Trick Room... Yeah, here comes an Airstream, right? Okay, I'm bad at the game. Never mind. I'm reading too much into my opponent. Yeah, that makes sense. But Thundurus here is actually going to be in decent position, and Groudon will set the sun. Airstream would have been better for him, because I'll now get this Thundurus in the sun against one more turn of Max Yveltal. I can ignore it for a turn. Because Airstream plus Precipice Blade should kill whatever comes in on that side. And then I can Lightning and Rock Slide. Because this will counter any Airstream that he has. What does he have in the back? Maybe Incin? Honestly, I kind of like Airstream and Swords Dance here. Let's do it. Let's get spicy with it. Surprised that Kyogre's staying in. I guess I could go for an Ice Beam here, in which case Precipice Blades would have been better. But I don't know if that double up KOs, and that's a really risky, that is super risky to predict that I don't just go for Max Lightning here. Okay, Protect is fine, yep. I need my Airstream. Great. Get a Sword Stance off. Let's see what this Yveltal goes for. If it's a max Darkness, which will do the most damage, I'll get +1 as well, but he does go for Airstream, so I will also need another Airstream, but that's more than manageable. Actually, no. We're going to Lightning the Yveltal. We're going to Lightning the Yveltal, and I think Incin is in the back, so I think we Precipice Blade here to deal as much damage as possible to this Kyogre. Because that'll erase that. Let's maximize damage on this Kyogre, because I should be faster than it, and even if I'm not, Kyogre shouldn't KO me from this range in the sun. Okay, it is faster than me, and it's going for Ice Beam. I don't think that'll kill me. It does not. Cool. Precipice Blades. Nice. Okay, he can't change weather anymore. My opponents have really taken to staying in a lot when I think they should switch. I don't know if that's because I have a really switchy mindset or because my opponents have a very aggressive mindset. I did all that for a late game Glastrier? Let's knuckle it, I guess. Rock Slide's more accurate, so let's go with that. At +2, that plus going to +3 after this knuckle should pick up the KO. So I'm going to go with the slightly more accurate move. His out here is me missing a lot. No, but that should pick up the KO. So yeah, we are able to pick up one win today. Pretty fun team. I'm looking forward to the next set of games I play with in tomorrow's episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.